How would you like to become a superhuman, or at least a better version of yourself? As usual, Elon Musk has some ideas on how you can do that. He believes you can achieve this by implanting a chip in your head. This is no joke, as Musk has been testing chip-brain implants in animals and is now testing them on humans using Neuralink technologies. What is Neuralink, how will Musk implant the chip in human brains, and what will Musk achieve with Neuralink? Join us as we dive into how Musk is finally testing Neuralink on humans. Many of us have had moments we wished for more brain power, perhaps to tackle a difficult school assignment, multitask to be able to meet deadlines, or learn some concepts in a very limited time. What if our brains can go through a reawakening, or we can simply add more processing power like we can add RAM to a computer? All these are enticing possibilities that imaginative filmmakers have tantalized us with for decades. Sci-fi show active, intelligent humans getting updates by opening up their heads and adding more power. However, thanks to an ingenious businessman and billionaire inventor, we might soon be living those films as a reality. That man is Elon Musk, whose intelligence is in no doubt. Musk started Neuralink to achieve what many people would assume is impossible. The company aims to build implantable chips that will allow the human brain to interact with computers directly. But what exactly is Neuralink? We will look into this before we get into how Musk is putting it into the human brain. Neuralink is a gadget that will be surgically inserted in the brain using robotics by neurosurgeons. In this procedure, a chipset called the Link is implanted in the skull. It has a number of insulated wires connected from the electrodes that are used in the process. This device can then be used to operate smartphones and computers without having to touch it. Give it up to Musk to try what others shy away from. This is the same man that wants to settle people on Mars permanently, while others debate the morality or ethics of such an idea. Technologies like Neuralink have their critics, but seeing the benefits, Musk will not be stopped. Before looking at the benefits of Neuralink, how does it work? Musk put it as, the neurons are like wiring and you need an electronic thing to solve an electronic problem. That is an oversimplified explanation, but we offer you what you need to know here. It is important to have some ideas of how the brain works. The brain consists of neurons that transmit signals to cells in the body, including muscle, nerve, glands, and other neuron cells. Every neuron is made up of three parts called the dendrite, the soma or cell body, and the axon. The dendrite receives the signals, the soma processes these signals, the axon then transmits the signals to the other cells. The neurons are connected to one another by the synapses, which release neurotransmitters. These chemical substances are then sent to another neuron cell's dendrite, causing the flow of current across the neurons. The electrodes that are part of the Neuralink will read electrical signals that are produced by several neurons in the brain. The signals are then output in the form of an action or movement, which is how you walk or lift an arm. The Neuralink device is implanted directly in the brain because if it is placed on the skull, it will not detect the signals produced in the brain accurately. Accuracy is very important in applications like this. Musk says it charges wirelessly. So what does Neuralink do? The main function, as already stated, is to bridge the gap between the human brain and technology. This has many applications, including the ones that will benefit a special class of people. For example, people who have suffered paralysis and can't move their body parts can use Neuralink to operate their phones and computer directly with their brains. This will be useful for people who have suffered diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. It can also help people who have suffered severe spinal injuries to walk again. People who can't form speech can take advantage of Neuralink, which will read signals in their brains and send them to a smartphone that will turn them into human speech. That's not all Neuralink can do, though, as it can draw pictures, take photographs, control heavy machinery with the brain directly, play games without physically touching a controller, and so forth. The possibilities with Neuralink are endless, and more applications are expected to come up with time. Musk started the company in 2016 and is the main source of funds. Neuralink has come a long way since then. It has been tested in at least 19 different animals with a high success rate. Interestingly, the procedure to install the Neuralink device, which Musk calls getting the link, is not complicated as some people would think. It doesn't even require general anesthesia, will be carried out by a robot in about an hour. The only evidence of the surgery is a tiny scar after the electrodes have been inserted in the brain, and there won't be any blood. The link is about the size of a large coin that you can easily conceal under your hair or a cap. Musk has demoed Neuralink using 3 pigs. He called the demo the 3 Little Pigs, showing that his team has successfully implanted Neuralink in their brains. The pigs were named Joyce, Gertrude, and Dorothy. Joyce had no implant and was only brought along for the audience to see how a normal pig behaved. Gertrude had had an implant for 2 months, while Dorothy used to have one but had it removed. Dorothy would prove that an animal could live fine post-Neuralink. Gertrude was the star of the show, and her Neuralink implant with 1,024 electrodes transmitted her brain activity in real time to a screen that the audience could see. They also heard beeps that Musk explained came when Gertrude's pigly brain received stimulation from the environment, which corresponded to her sniffing through her snout. The second major demo of Neuralink involved monkeys, which was more in line with the preferred test animals for scientists. More than 70,000 of them are used for research in the US alone. This demo was even more exciting as it showed the monkey named Pager playing a game with his mind. It is a big deal to get a monkey to play a game, but Musk's team got Pager to play the game with his mind. Musk gushed in a tweet, "A monkey is literally playing a video game telepathically using a brain chip." Neuralink actually released a 3-minute video showing Pager, a 9-year-old macaque monkey, that had not one but 2 Neuralink devices implanted in his brain in the motor cortex, which coordinates hand and arm movement. Pager first learned how to use a joystick to move a cursor to targets on a screen. The Link devices recorded his neuron activity while he interacted with the computer and then fed the data into a decoder algorithm to predict Pager's hand movements in real time. Eventually, the monkey was able to move the cursor to where he wanted without touching the joystick, a narrator explained. Musk has said the trials in monkeys show Neuralink works well, and the company has confirmed it is safe and reliable, and the device can be removed safely. And now, with testing on animals complete, Musk is moving to the next stage, testing Neuralink on humans. This part is admittedly more complicated, especially if the goal is to repair neurological functions, because it involves bridging signals between existing neurons, as Musk explained. He believes Neuralink will move at a faster pace with humans, as they can articulate whatever they are feeling, which animals cannot do. The crazy part is that people are already clamoring for Neuralink to help their loved ones struggling with health challenges. Jeremy on Twitter asked Musk when Neuralink could start being implanted, as they want to help their husband who is suffering from memory loss and delusion. Jeremy said the dead part of the brain just needs to be replaced. Musk sees Neuralink doing a lot in the future. 25 years from now, Musk expects the tech to have developed into a full brain interface, which will enable symbiosis between humans and AI. He sees real cyborgs coming to life. For now, he is ready to start implanting Neuralink in human brains. He wants to start with people that have severe spinal cord injuries and are tetraplegic or quadriplegic. He repeats the tech can allow someone who cannot walk or use their arms to be able to walk again. The bar for the Food and Drug Administration's approval to carry out chip implant trials on human brains is extremely high. However, that is not a problem for Musk and his team. Musk said his standards for implanting the device in the human brain are higher than what the FDA requires, just like his standards for safety are much higher than what the US government requires. Tell us what you think of Musk implanting Neuralink in the human brain in the comments.